Good morning, Jeremiah.
Good morning, Miss May.
Glad you're here.
Glad to be here.
If you have not seen my previous video about greeting your students, go check that out before you watch this one. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, hello. My name is Miss May, also known as One Fab Teacher. This video is bouncing off of my previous video, which was classroom management and the #1 procedure you should teach on that first day of school, which is how you greet your students as they come into the classroom and how they greet you. And so this is just bouncing off from that video. I'm just gonna model for you what it looks like and sounds like when I'm teaching my students what to do once I greet them and they greet me and they enter into our classroom to get started for their day. I always tell them they have a job to do. Their job is to take care of some things. So for example, I just have my nephew's old backpack, but so for example, your kids come into the classroom, they're coming in and you're greeting and they say good morning to you and you say good morning back. So basically if I say good morning Tiffany, then Tiffany would come in and say good morning Miss May, and Tiffany would probably give me a hug or a high five, whatever she feels comfortable with. Then as Tiffany is entering to the classroom, she has a job to do. So I'm going to teach my students what their job is every single morning, and it really doesn't change all school year long. So let's just get right into it. I'm just going to kind of model for you a little bit what my language be. Sorry if you hear different things in the background, my bad. But anyway, here we go. All right, so boys and girls, we just did an excellent job with greeting one another into our classroom. But you also need to know that you have a job to do after we greet each other. Now, can I give you guys a compliment? I must say that you guys are one of the best classes that have done that on the first try. We're gonna practice all week long, but I will have to say for your first time, you guys are amazing. So now I'm gonna model for you and show you what it looks like when you come into the classroom after we greet each other. You have a job to do, okay? So I'm gonna show you. Everybody has their backpack, right? Well, your backpack has a home, and the things that are inside your backpack have a home. So for example, when you come in, you're gonna automatically start unpacking your backpack. We're not gonna be just standing around talking to each other. Even though I'm glad that you guys are glad that you're here, there's a time and place for that. I need you to get your jobs done, and then you can go into talking with each other and doing activities that you wanna do. So first, everybody's gonna unpack their backpack. You're gonna take out different materials. So for example, your snack. When you bring snack from home, your snack is always gonna go inside your desk. Your water bottle is gonna go in the water bottle crate, okay? If you have a note for Miss May, it's always gonna go in Miss May's mailbox. My mailbox right over here, that's where you're gonna put the notes for me that your parents write for me, that are for me. They're gonna go in my mailbox, because guys, I'm gonna be honest, if those notes go in on top of my desk, I might lose it, and I don't want to lose it because it could be something very, very important. So your note is gonna go in Miss May's mailbox, okay? Then you're gonna take your lunch kit, because some of you have lunch kits. You're gonna put your lunch kit on the top shelf in our closet. So I'm gonna model that for you. I'm gonna show you everything that I'm doing. And y'all, that's what I do. I pretend that I'm unpacking my backpack and I model it for them. I tell them, I want your eyes to be watching Miss May. Those beautiful eyes need to be watching Miss May and what I am doing. And so I show them, and I show them how to hang their backpacks on the hook, because I want them to know that they have something that they have to do. And then when they're done, I'll let them know that they can do a morning tub. This week it'll be just free drawing until I introduce those morning tubs to them and they do a morning tub, but that's their job. So then after I model it, I have them, each one of them model it, and we stand in a line and we wait, or we sit in a circle, however you want to do it, but that so everybody's eyes is on the person that's unpacking. And I let like 2 kids go at a time, because that keeps it going. I know you may sit here and think like, man, that takes a lot of time. You know, this takes so much time, and it does. But I'm gonna tell you, at the end of the day, after a month of practicing and the kids getting their routines, you're gonna be so glad that you took the time to teach that, because let's face it, I know in the mornings for me, I have to go and meet with kids. I don't have time to make sure kids are doing their jobs. Like, they have to. I want responsible, independent, self-efficient first graders. I don't want to hold their hand. I don't want to walk them through things every single day. That helps me get things done when they're truly independent, and that's what you want. So it's either, you know, you practice, and you have a well-running classroom, or you don't practice but once or twice and say forget it, and it's a chaos hot mess. I don't want the chaos hot mess. Nobody has time for that. We have too much going on as teachers that we have to get done. So, you know, people may be wondering, well, Miss May, how long should I do it? You know, you practice until you feel like your class is doing an excellent job where you don't need to practice. That's how you set those expectations high. You want those expectations to be extremely high, because if you don't, then you're gonna have a hot mess express. So again, after you practice that, greeting each other in the morning as they walk into the classroom, you practice how they do their morning job. Whatever your morning job would be. The morning job for my students is that they unpack their backpacks, snack in their desk, water bottle in the crate, lunch kit put on the shelf, and then they hang their backpack up, and then they go do a morning tub. For the most part, all school year long, it's a morning tub they do. Free Draw Friday is on Fridays. And that's what I call their morning jobs. Everybody has something different, whatever floats your boat. The key here is when you're practicing this procedure, you're modeling it. So just like I showed you, I modeled it, okay? Then you have them practice it, okay? And then what you do is you have someone model it that it's not the correct way, the not so great way. You have someone model that, and then you have someone else model the correct way. Okay, so I only show them once, and then they show me, and then they show me the wrong way, and then someone shows me the right way from the group, and we just practice that all week long. And I model all week long for them with my backpack and showing them what I'm expecting them to do, because at the end of the day, they have to be responsible. They need to be independent as possible, because that's where you get your big results. And you have to set those expectations. Don't let anything slide, because if you let it slide once, you're gonna let it slide again, and then the kids, they're gonna lose all the respect for that particular procedure. So stick to your guns. You think about the first couple of weeks of school practicing these things, and you're like, oh my gosh, but let me tell you, it is so worth it. And the key here is to model. You model what you want. That's your classroom. You model how you want things to be, what you want that to look like. Because if you don't model it, like I said, kids have no clue what you're expecting them to do. They've never been in your room. You've never taught them before. They have no clue what you want, what you expect. You don't know what their kindergarten teacher allowed them to do. So please, model. You want these kids to be successful. And when they're successful, you can be successful in teaching them. These procedures are so key and so important with classroom management. You don't want kids coming in to wild chaos, but I have to say, I don't want my kids coming into the classroom and feeling like scared and tense and, oh my gosh, I don't want them to feel like that. I want them to feel carefree, but yet have respect for our room, respect for themselves, respect for me. That's what's important to me. So I hope that helps you guys out with teaching their morning job. Many of you asked me, Miss May, how do you teach them once they come into the classroom? And that's basically how I teach them. And everybody gets their backpack, and everybody practices putting their things away. I used to have a hook for every kid and their name next to their hook. I don't do that anymore. It's just basically what they do is they just hang up their backpack in a spot. There's no, this is my spot, and to me that just works a little bit better. Even though it did help, no, it does. It works better to me, I feel like. But yeah, so that is my procedure for their morning jobs, my Firsties morning jobs. They know what to do. Granted, last year with COVID, we didn't do this procedure because everything had to be with them at their seat. So their backpack stayed on the back of their chair, which was kind of, I didn't like, but that's what we had to do. So anywho, but this year we'll definitely do the backpack closets now. So anyways, guys, I hope that helps. If you have any questions, please just always put them in the comment section below. I do my best to try to respond to you as much as I can. I have another video planned for you as well. And as always, guys, I appreciate your support. And don't forget to always pray, because y'all know God will always truly make a way. I love you guys, and thank you so much for your support. I'll be seeing you soon. Mwah. Bye.